What's going on, guys? This video right here is completely different than everything that I have ever done on YouTube, and it is to answer a question that I get asked a lot, and that is how to start a channel and how to keep your channel going, how to, grow your channel. And I have come up with what I think is the top 5 things you can do to grow your channel or even start a new channel and make it successful. So stick around, and I'm going to give you those 5 tips, and I hope that it helps everyone who has asked that question. These 5 things are not in any type of order as far as from most important to least important or anything like that. They are all equally as important. Some may be more important once your channel gets rolling, but all of them helps as far as to keeping your channel going and growing it. But the very first thing that I suggest is to be yourself. And what I mean by that is the topic of your videos needs to be something that you are very interested in and something that you enjoy, that you don't mind talking about or doing, because if you don't, it is just going to be a job like anything else that you're not going to put your heart into and that you just really don't care about. If your heart is not into it and you're only trying to do it for money, or you think it's something that people will watch where you will gain subscribers or gain views and that sort of thing, eventually, even if the money's good, you're not going to put your all into it and you're not going to care. Your videos will show that you don't care, and that is probably one of the biggest things that I can suggest or tell you to do when starting a channel or even keeping a channel going. And kind of off of that same one is, in the comments, no matter what you're doing, especially when your channel is new, you have to have thick skin. Do not engage with people who are trying to bring you down and comment a bunch of negative things and stuff like that, because that will only bring you down. A lot of that is jealousy because you are actually doing it and they're not, or they can't do it, or anything like that. But have thick skin and be yourself and make your channel revolve around something that you are 100% passionate in. I promise that that is the only way that it's going to work. The second thing is equipment. And when you are starting a channel, don't go out and buy a bunch of expensive cameras and laptop, computer, and editing software and equipment and all that. To start with, keep it simple. I have a couple of GoPros, and that's what I started with, and that's what I'm filming this video right here with a GoPro, and I will probably edit it on a iPad. And just about everyone has an iPad or an iPhone. Use iMovie. It is very simple, it's basic, and about anyone can edit with iMovie. It's very, very simple, and you really can't go wrong with simplicity when it comes to starting up. As you evolve, your channel grows. If you want to do some, more in-depth editing and stuff like that, then yes, do it. But to start with, I would not, put, just tons and tons of hours into editing your first couple of videos, because your name is not out there yet, and unless it's, something extremely hot at the time and you can get some good footage on it, it really doesn't matter. Until you get that following, your first several videos is not going to get enough views to get monetized or, matter. But as your channel progresses, when you progress, your channel progresses, progress your equipment, move up, get some better stuff, and, try to, do different things in editing and that sort of thing. But to start with, just keep it simple. Use a cell phone, edit with a cell phone. I mean, you can completely run a YouTube channel with an iPhone if that's what you want to do. Like I said, try different things. You can always go back and punt. If you make a video that does not take off, or that you don't like, or you see something you want to change, in your next video, change it and do something different. It's very simple, and I want to encourage everyone to start a channel about something you're passionate about. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. It's a win-win situation. The third thing that I would suggest is don't overthink your videos. And what I mean by that is, if you make a video, go out and record it and do all this, and you come back and there's one little thing you don't like about it, don't go back and try to do it all over again, because you can tell that it is not the first time you've done it. When you do that, you can tell that you was kind of forced to do it. I have done it, I know. And also, most people don't like what they look like on camera. Most people don't like hearing themselves talk. Most people, are just, I don't. Most people don't like to sit and stare at yourself. And when you're editing, you have to sit and stare at yourself for, sometimes hours. So don't overthink it. Don't worry about it. Not everyone looks at you the way that you look at yourself. The fourth and possibly the most important suggestion that I'm going to give you deals with copyright infringement. There is a huge gray area and a huge black and white area when it comes to copyright. And no matter how much you research it, you cannot actually find what, is allowed and what isn't allowed. And if you use someone else's content, they're going to say something if you don't have permission. And even if you're in the right, and the copyright infringement rules, you're still going to have to deal with it. So my suggestion is use your own content, and that's it. Reach out to other people who have uploaded stuff and see if they mind if you use their stuff. But always make sure you have permission, and if you do get permission, document that you have the permission to use whatever clip, video, song, audio, whatever it is that you want to use in your video. Make sure that you have documentation or proof that you have permission to use it. And if you are looking for some sort of audio, there is so much free, copyright-free audio out there that all you have to do is find it and use it. You don't have to get permission from anybody, purchase it, or anything like that. It is 100% free, and you can't go wrong with free. That's the easiest way to put soundtrack or music or anything into your video and not have to worry about getting in trouble. I had a video that had close to 2 million views that got taken down due to copyright infringement, and what happened was I had permission to use a certain picture, but the person that I got permission from had stole it. So you have to be careful when asking for permission and make sure that they are the original person who filmed it, or the original person who had the copyright on the video or had permission to give the video to someone else. I had a video that had made me upwards to nearly $10,000 that I just got taken completely off of YouTube and put on a 3-month probation due to that. And during those 3 months, YouTube does not promote your channel. When you do not have any copyright infringements or any infractions at all on YouTube, they will promote you and help you in any which way they can. But whenever you get that strike, until it rolls off, they do not help promote you. They do not put you in the suggested box. It is very hard on your own to keep your channel rolling. Luckily, I know all this stuff now, and I can help you to where you don't make the same mistakes I did. My fifth and final suggestion that I want to put in this video to give to you is be yourself. Being yourself is going to help you more than anything. If you are true, honest, and people can tell you're not trying to be something that you're not, it will help you more than it will hurt you. I promise that being yourself, no matter who you are, what you look like, how you talk, or anything like that, will benefit you more than being someone that you aren't. And that is probably one of the most important also. I highly, highly encourage anyone to make a YouTube channel on what they are passionate about. I don't care if it is dominoes. If you're into dominoes, make a video on dominoes, and I promise you there's people out there that is just as into dominoes that you are, and will love your video, will watch your video, and will share, promote, and help you. It doesn't hurt to ask questions to anyone. For me, as an example, I have an automotive channel, and it never hurts to reach out to these big companies and talk to them and see if they're interested in helping you, or you promoting them promoting you, whatever the case might be. And what have you got to lose? You didn't have it to begin with, so a no's not going to hurt you. You can never know until you ask. Here's a little food for thought. When it comes to advertising, for so many years, advertising was done mainly through magazines and even, sometimes commercials on television, but mainly done through magazines and catalogs. The time we live in right now, magazines are pretty well obsolete. So the budget that they have for marketing and promotion, a company can advertise themselves better through YouTube and cheaper than any other form of advertising. With me having an automotive channel, think about parts. Instead of advertising in a magazine that, 500 people's going to look at, a company can take their product and give it to someone and let them promote it for them by showing in a video form what that product does versus a picture and someone telling you what it does. If you can see what it does, you're going to have a better chance of buying it than them putting a little write-up about it into a magazine and telling you. You don't know if it's true or not. You don't know if it'll work on your application or not. But if you see it on a video, someone put it on and make it work, that is credibility right there. That will work. And a lot of companies are getting used to this idea, and they are doing this. So is what I'm saying is, it never hurts to ask. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask anyone. If they don't answer, what have you lost? But that is what I consider the top 5 things that I would suggest that will help you start or get your channel rolling and further than what it is today. If one thing I said today made sense to you or helped you in any way, then what I done was worth it. I'm going to put my email address and my P.O. box on the screen right now. Any questions that you might have about anything I've said or anything that I haven't said about a channel, starting a channel, keeping a channel, making a channel take off, or anything that you think I might be able to answer, send it to me in an email and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But I'm going to end it right here. Thank you very much for watching, and Godspeed. I will see you in the next video.